So this is going to be a tutorial on Viciously Lonely by the Icy Lovers. A little weirder one, like the chord shapes and stuff. So I'll just get right into it. First thing is this G6, I guess. It's like a G bar chord, but with the B and the E open. So it's 3, 5, 5, 4, open, open. And kind of just this strumming pattern. He doesn't have a pick. Plucks that low E string with his thumb. Kind of just rakes it first, uses his fingers. So that's what's next. And this chord, I really don't know what exactly the name of it is. It's like a form of a D7, almost like a D9, but it's not quite. And it's literally just 5, 5, 5, 5 on the middle 4 strings. So the root note is the D on this 5th fret, and you're gonna want to play it with your index, and then the bottom, the 3 strings below that are also all on the 5th fret, and you use your other 3 fingers to do that, which I know sounds weird. I'm still trying to get my hand used to that shape, but this is only really a passing chord, because then it goes to that, which is an A minor 7. One way to play an A minor 7. The only difference between this chord and the previous one is you take your index finger and you move the root note to the low E. So you're playing 5th fret, then you're skipping the A string, keeping the A string muted, and it's just the rest of the chord is the same, the bottom of the chord is the same, that's all that changes. So together it's and notice how I'm picking, and then it goes back to that chord, back to the first one. Notice how I pick the root note of the chords every time I switch. Before I strum the whole chord, I pick it, or pluck, I guess, like that. And this is the majority of the song. Most of the verses, and I guess the chorus, if you want to call it a chorus. So, and the first change is tonight. I don't remember the words. Tonight I hope I fall asleep for my hands do. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So all that is switching between those 2 chords I taught you after the G, but what he actually does, I think, is so it goes to the A minor. Tonight he plays an actual D9, and this is almost the same as this, but not quite. And I'll just tell you the frets. So it's 5th fret on the A string, 4th fret on the D string. I use my index for that and my middle for the A string, and then the bottom 2 are the same 2 as the other chord. 5 on the G and 5 on the B. So that part of the song is tonight I fall asleep for my hands do. It's back and forth between these. I'm viciously lonely, and that's the same. That's just the main progression. So you can play that through that chorus, if you want to call it that. And then when it goes to the little instrumental thing, so this, another kind of weird chord. It's like a C major 7, but not quite. It's kind of like a C major 7. But, so the notes are, he's playing that C, the 7th fret, or 8th fret, on the low E with his middle finger. And then he skips the A string, and then it's 7th fret on the D, 9th fret on the G, and 8th fret on the B. And the fingers I'm using my index on the D, my ring finger on the G, and then my middle on the B. No, sorry, pinky on the G, and ring finger on the B. Sorry, that was confusing. But yeah, that's the shape. If you just want to look at that, it's kind of weird, but all he really does is kind of rake down that chord, and then he goes. So this is a B minor 7, same exact shape I taught you right here. Just move it up 2 frets, so it's down to the A minor, and then it's a B flat major 7 or whatever chord this is. Same exact shape as this one, just move that down 2 frets. Okay, so C, B minor, A minor, B flat, back to C, B minor, A minor, to D9. And this is kind of so that at that specific part after the kind of instrumental, I think I hear, I'm not quite sure, but I think he's doing this. It's not important, but if you want to add that in there, all I'm doing is moving my middle finger from the D on the 5th fret of the A string to the A on the 5th fret of the E string. And then it goes back into, it's almost like a verse, but the chords are a little bit different. A minor to B minor. Just a little passing chord. So this part, I really don't know what to call this section of the song, but the chords are just G, the G6 I taught you, to the A minor 7, up to B minor 7, B flat minor 7. This is just like a passing chord. It's like a walk down. Does that make sense? And as my youth begins to expire, it's just this. I'm waiting to spare. It goes back to that D9. And then I'm viciously lonely. Back into this progression, the main progression. And this is what that last chorus is. Into the like slide solo kind of part. Same progression. And the very end of the song goes back to the little pre-chorus from the beginning. The just the A minor to D9. That's how it ends on that D9. You probably noticed, but on this D9 and the A major or A minor, I'm also laying the high E ring. Doesn't matter if you do that or not because you're playing that E note anyways on the 5th fret of the B string. But if you let it ring out, it kind of just gives it more of a, I don't know, just kind of adds a little something. I feel like he does that, so that's kind of what I do too. But yeah, that's the whole song. It's structured really weirdly, but it's really not that many chords. Like once you actually learn them, it's just, you just gotta remember the order and kind of like the structure. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Sorry if I explained anything poorly, but yeah, it's Viciously Lonely. One of my favorites on the album for sure. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. And let me know what other songs you want me to learn.